Hello! Welcome to our second training to win for global talent, and this time we will talk about IR tips for approval peak. Are you ready? Yes, I'm Fisha, your GT manager in Americas, and I will be your FASI again. So, this is for MCVPs and LCVP, but if you are someone who want to learn about IR in GT, welcome to this training. We'll start with the tips for IGT. So if you remember the last training, I was talking about the importance of the timeline. And if we are going to talk about peak, it's important to understand that our peak on this semester should be in October and November for approvals. And if we really want this to happen, we need to work together with our corporations. So the tip number one is about to smart sales. You don't need opens, you need opens to approve. So please align your sales to your subproducts, maximum two, and sell your partners, not all the world. That means that if you are working hard with 3 countries, with 3 entities, then talk about those entities to your companies and not talk about that you can have the profile of a random country because it will be harder for you to really make it happen. Tip number two, promote your opportunities in the right way. So, post pictures of your opportunities in the WhatsApp group. No, it's not IR. And ask if someone has profiles for your random opportunities. Again, it's not IR. So, stop to have random opportunities and stop to think that right in WhatsApp it's the right way to have IR. That's not the right way. Focus maximum into subproducts. Again, be specialist before to sell. If you are specialized, you will be more professional and you will have better information and better profiles for the opportunities that you are looking for. Have an IR routine. To want to work together is not enough, okay? You need to have a cooperation and to have results. You will need to have a clear routine to solve concerns, to analyze results, and to track the goal. It's okay if you want to talk about the life in your IR call or your IR meeting, that's cool, but you can do it at the end. At the beginning and during the call, you need to talk about the results that you will have with your cooperation. Not that you're expecting, not that you want, but that you want to have with your cooperation. That's why you are investing your time on have this call. You are investing your resources. You are trying to understand how the other entity is working. So please be effective on your IR calls and have a clear routine, a clear agenda of what are you going to talk with your IR partner. And the tip number 5, it's about timeline. Timeline is everything. If you don't have a clear timeline for your opens, then it will be hard for your corporation to work with you. And the same for the rest of the funnel. Be clear about the time to make interviews and to give updates about the process. Be clear means give a specific day and a way to do it. That means that, for example, if you need that OGT send to you the CVs on Wednesday, then you will give them results or you will update the status of the EPs on Monday. And it will be easier for OGT to know when to call you to ask for information and not to ask every day about the status of the EPs. That's really tired and that's not cool that every day OGT is asking and asking. But if they are asking, it's because you don't have a clear timeline for them. So it will be easier and good for both if you give them days to have the information. And of course, you need to align that before with the company. And let's go for tips for OGT. So again, understand the timeline, understand the importance of the peak, and understand the importance of do the things on the right moment to have the results that we want. Tip number 1 is about effective attraction. Remember, you are not looking for people, you are looking for specific profiles, and it's important to look in the right place. If you need an IT profile, why do you have info sessions in the business school? And that's so common that the people go and put in a stand or give an info session or do a lot of things in the places where the profiles they need are not. So stop to do that and use your time and use your resources and your energy in a good way and go to the places where you actually can find the profiles you are looking for. For example, if you are looking for people that already finished the school, why are you attracting people in the universities? That's not logic, right? But remember, what's logic for me is not logic for the others. Tip number 2, promote your profiles in the right way. And for OGT is the same. Send your EP's resume in the WhatsApp group, it's not IR. And ask if someone has opportunity for your random profiles is not IR. So be focused on what you need and stop to do IR in the WhatsApp group. Tip number 3 is about prioritization, okay? So if your profile, let's think about 3 different kind of people. The person number 1 is the one who has the profile you are looking for and who has the availability you need. That means that can go in the moment that you need and have the money to take the exchange. So then go for it. That's your profile. Do it. Sometimes it's a good profile, but they don't have time or they don't have money. That doesn't mean that it will not work in the future. So contact them later, but please contact them. Not only put the contact them and forget the EP, because it's a good EP. That doesn't mean that they cannot go in the next semester. And sometimes the people, it's a person who has not the profile that I need and has not the availability, then that doesn't mean that you need to say goodbye. But we have other 2 more products that maybe it's a good profile for them. So you can redirect this person to the other 2 profiles, or maybe to be part of the membership, or maybe to be host family or something. But not only forget the EP because they cannot take a GT. Tip number 4 is about to have an IR routine. And that's the same as IGT. You need to work together, but not only to want to do it, and to have a clear routine during your IR meetings. What are you going to talk? What's the result I want after this call? What's the output, etc. And the tip number 5 is about to read the CVs before to send it. It's okay not to have the CV in your language, but must be in English too. Sometimes you send the CVs to global partners in Spanish or in Portuguese. And of course, they are not expecting the CV in other language. They're expecting on English. So please always have the CV in both languages, okay? And in English is a must. You don't need to be expert reading resumes or understanding the resume, but it's important to know the basics. So please read about it. It's so easy and it's so basic to have things like, for example, the CV must not be more than 1 page. And sometimes the people send CVs of 3 or 4 pages. Starting on that, that's a really bad CV. So please be informed about the basics. And the resume must be aligned to the opportunities the EP is applying or the opportunities you are looking for. Sometimes we're looking some opportunities for someone of BA. And when I read the CV, it's a IT CV. So it's not logic for me and I don't understand why are you looking for BA, but the people has a profile of IT. Maybe it's because the experience is more on BA. So please change the CV and be sure that the CV is aligned with the opportunities you are looking for. And the tips for GT. This is the second tip of Fisha, and its intention: do not make exchanges. So stop to have intentions and start to do exchanges. We need to do the things and not only to want. Learn to say no. I know you want to make exchanges, but not all the companies or profiles are aligned with our product, and it's okay to say no. So the next time that a company that is looking for random profiles and it's not aligned with our subproduct, say no, because we cannot provide to them what they really want or need. And that's the same for the EPs. I know that your friend really wants to take an exchange, but it's not a profile for GT and we don't have opportunities for them. So stop to look for random opportunities and say no, we don't have. And it's okay to say no. To make 2 approvals or 1 approval is not a cooperation. Work to have real results, volume, and improve the relation. If you are not working as you aligned at the beginning, your partner will look for others. That means that if you said that you need CVs on Monday and you need to be fast and you went to work to have 10 approvals and your partner is not doing anything, they never answer, etc., obviously you will look for someone else. Okay, so please align, but respect what you are aligned since the beginning, and understand that to be a corporation, that means that we actually do things as a corporation and not only to have one profile. Thank you so much. So see you in the next training, and I hope this really helped to you and it's easier for you now to understand the IR things you need for this peak. See you. Bye.